Hello, Yoda Tech, Chef Yoda 4x4. I've been speaking with. I'm having issues with my tailgate window. Not huge ones. It always will work if I wiggle or bang it, or Okay, never mind. If I push on the right side, on the right of the left side, or even in the center, and just kind of boom, tap it, the window will go down if it's sticking. So I'm figuring all that out, the grounds, and you can see in regards to my tailgate, it's so well preserved, and there's no rust, and it's just intact. It seems like whenever this latch gets engaged a little bit further or pulled away, actually when I pull the tailgate out a little bit, it'll start working again, but I first have to wrap on it. Anyway, next thing we started looking into, I was talking to Dragon, Cyberhorn the Dragon, William of Yoda Tech, and these seals get messed up. The inner one seems to be, mint. It's pristine. There's nothing wrong with it. Even on the outside, it's got its little edge and all that stuff. So, but the wiper part here is okay, but this part you can see on my seal is starting to come out from the glass. So if I roll the window up, I'm going to bypass the switch, safety switches, so that the window can go up when this is down, so I can replace the motor. But you can see it's messed up. Now, I think the clips go in here. I mean, they go on the inside, obviously. I'll pull this out a little bit just so you can see. They go in here somewhere and clip into this. I just removed a bunch from a second gen, and upon looking at some pictures that Cyberhorn the Dragon has, I think they might be the same. But first I want to say, I have been hunting through the online source, which is what Toyota uses, online part source or something like that. It's a company that ties all the dealers together and their warehouses, etc. And he tried for me. He spent almost 45 minutes, and he could not find these seals, inner or outer, or the clips. And he said what they do is they hit a certain year. In fact, they're not even in the computer. They're not coming up in his general search. He has to look deeper into their online catalog, etc., which is, we can't look at it. It's something they have at the dealer. But he was able to find the part numbers and everything, which I will post up eventually. I'm just a little, I saw them available about a year ago, and I didn't grab them like a moron. So I think I even posted up the part numbers, and then I didn't grab them. So that's what I get. So you can see this is not working over here, and I'm largely convinced that it's the clips. But anyway, I went to the local pick your part, and on a second gen, I grabbed all the hardware to get the on the Camry window. So that's what that is. That's nothing to do with this. And I got these clips. And I'm sorry, but from the picture that William is showing me, I'm hoping this will focus in for me. Maybe not. Yeah. Okay. Let me try this. Yeah. Okay. Now it's got two little tabs you can see on the inside of this. These are usually what break right here. This goes in like this on the second gen. Yeah, well, up here obviously, but like basically like this, and I'm sorry, goes in like this, and you have to basically pry these two little teeth right here upwards. It'll be in like this into the tailgate, going in like that, and then I'm guessing the window seal sits in here. Now I slid mine out. It slid right, I slid the one in the yard out on the second gen, but if it's fitting into a clip like this, and Cyberhorn the Dragon's clips are exactly the same, then why can't I use a second gen clip? It's just like them to use these little things. By the way, these at my dealer, where the rent is high for them, obviously, and on PCH and SoCal, in the South Bay, they're $8.90 a piece. With my 20% off plus another discount, I'll get it probably end up about $5 a clip. There's 8 of them just on the outer seal alone, 8 on the inner. On the second gen, I could have sworn I broke one, and there were 9. And so, as you can see here, I have 8. I mean, 7. I took one out have it in the console or something like that. I was looking at it. So, well, maybe I did lose that one, break that one, but I can get more. There are a dime a dozen there. So, I just need to know, maybe if William can take a really close look at this, if this is the same clip. Let's use my hand to get a really good close-up. Okay, is it the same? With this little tab here on the back, where my thumb is, that doesn't seem to be very functional as far as keeping the clip. It just keeps it from going too far in, basically, and this keeps it from popping out. This is just a spring type of retention thing. So if these are the same, William, I think we might be in business. And I can't imagine I'm the only person with a 25-year-old tailgate seal that's buggered. And as you can see, the reason I'm a little concerned, well, I'll roll up the window for you later and do this in a second here and do a separate video. Okay, I'm back. Now we're going to roll this up. Obviously, there's a little thing off of this. It's like I was talking about before, it's like a circular plug that clips together, kind of like your, let's say, I could show you this, kind of like our fuel pump plug, and it tends to scratch the window, and I remember it being right behind the key somewhere, and it would appear, bam, that's where my worst gouging is right here in the window. Let's see if you can see a little better at a different angle. Probably not, all this greenery around me and such. But right here, this is the worst scratching. There's another pretty bad one right here. I think that's where supposedly the thing's sticking out. I couldn't see mine touching anything. It didn't have any rub marks on it. I think this is more dirt and rocks and crap that gets in here. Now you can see as I'm rolling this up, it's pretty well sealed all the way across until you get to here. Bam! And it just bows out on me. Now what I do on occasion when I'm on trips especially, I'll take a key or something and I'll just gently try to, sorry, my finger's in there, in the shot, try to pry it back down. I just kind of keep working it. Now who wants to do this every time you close the window, right? So I kind of manipulate it. But the window has to be all the way up, obviously, before I do this, because what is the point when the next time you go up another inch, it's going to pop right back out again. So I've tried, now I'll show you, I've tried to, see if I can do this, I don't think I can, but I've tried to somehow hold this here. I tried to hold this in and roll up the tailgate, and it pops out. You can see it still wants to pop out. It'll stay there. Okay, so now you can see the rubber wiper is actually doing its job. It's still there, but all of these here, this whole area, it's popping up, and I'm guessing this is where the clips are. 1, 2, there's nothing here and nothing here until you get to here. I'm surprised those outer clips would be there. As you roll the window down, you can see where it clears right here. So if there's a clip here, as this goes down, it goes even further in a little bit. And that's, you know, so that's about it. I'm dealing with this. So when you look in, you can see the glass. No, you can't. Because this seal is so messed up. So I'm not even sure if I can get the clips in, if this will work, because this seal may be so messed up. So I'm in the process today of I'm going to try and get this motor in, the new Camry motor window, driver side rear door passenger window motor. It was immaculate and it looked like it had never been used. So I'm going to replace that, at least give it a little bit quicker operation. It has a different, I believe, resistance, so it goes up a lot faster. and down a lot faster. I'm not sure that's good or bad, but at this point, this motor I think is getting overloaded. I'm going to do a couple other tricks that CO94, William, Rad, several people have mentioned, you know, the ground. I'm kind of, you know, schematic inept. I get it eventually, but, you know, once I start looking, it just gives me an immediate headache. But I don't quit, so I'm going to open the tailgate, and like I said before, the lights go on, so they are connected to the door lock detection switch, which obviously is working. There's just certain things I can't test while the window's up or down. It has to be down, obviously, in order for these to come on the door portion of the light, which is the door lock detection thing. So I'm going to, you know, there's lots of ideas I've seen with guys putting the switch right here. It's right here. It's not a bad idea. I just, for some reason, I don't like it. So I have another idea. It's going to be more hidden, and I'll just, you know, share that. But I will share the wiring, etc., that I learn in my own way for other people that might be electronically inept. Electronics realm inept, I should say. So, anyway, I'm going to be removing some of this to get to the tailgate motor and all that, and while I'm in there, I'll probably, you know, remove this and get a good look at the clips there. At least from here, I can get, once I get this off, I can get to the clips and see how many are missing or broken, etc. I can't really understand why they would break if I've never removed this, but they do. Things break like that on this all the time, like the fender skirt, you know, little plastic push clips, push pins, all that stuff, that crap breaks all the time. So, I mean, I'm amazed I still have this. That whole skirt. I redid another skirt. I'll show that real quick. Just for now. I got a pickup one, and then I'm going to cut this a little more cleanly, but I used one of these, I'm not sure if they're what they're called, but they're expansion type nuts, that the plastic part that you can see behind there, that are round. So they have 3 prongs and they're rounded, and they actually go in some of these round holes. Now this one I had to shave down a little bit just with a file, a tiny bit, and it popped right in. So, you know, it is good to protect your brake lines and all that stuff from flying rocks, and, you know, keep mud off your engine on this side. On the other side as well, especially keep your cast original intake, exhaust, if you have it, from cracking and such. And while I'm out here today, I'll probably lube the Mega Travel ball joints from Downey, and there's probably mud. So, yeah. I always keep them well greased. Sorry, turning the different angles here and everything. So, I just wanted to show that. You can improv and find stuff. I have a couple pieces here that I might be needing as well as I tear these apart. These skirts with my with my tires. I got to replace it with one of these. So, yeah, it's odd. It's funny. It only rubs on this side. It doesn't rub on the other side. And the alignment's great. And I don't know. Some of the things on these trucks, it just blows my mind how they go wrong, or why they go wrong that specific way. You know. So this is another thing I had mentioned, but I'll just show it again. They're holding up really well. These are just bicycle tubes. I was at Big Lots one day or something like that, and saw some, you know, replacement bicycle tubes, and ding, a bell went off. A buddy of mine that helped me so much on here, Flecker, he told me about this, that he did it, and it's amazing. Because these just rattle away, and you can replace those bushings, and they don't really last, especially as we modify these and all. But I put those in now, and no more rattle. The bouncing noise that you hear there, the metal noise that you hear there, is actually this thing under here. That little metal